Sophie Cunningham goes in the post-game press conference and confirms what we've all known all along. This locker room is split, and she uses the term different islands going on in this locker room. It turns out that Chris decides in all of those toilet paper mummy activities, all those scavenger hunt activities, the wiffle ball coming back from the Olympic break, it turned out that those stupid games actually played a big part along with Erica Wheeler's veteran leadership, keeping this locker room, keeping this team together.
Did Sophie Cunningham just reveal all the drama going on with the Fever? It sounds like the locker room is divided, and the front office is avoiding responsibility. Players might be pretending to get along, but there's real tension behind the scenes. It feels more like a reality show than a basketball team. Sophie may have just started something big, and now everyone's watching. Let's break it down before someone decides to quit social media.
What is going on with the Indiana Fever? Is tensions mounting? Did Sophie Cunningham just expose the truth that's going on with the Indiana Fever? Is there some turmoil brewing? Is there issues in the locker room?
And we talk about this. We are circled on everybody's schedule. Everyone, no one likes us, right? So everyone in our locker room, that's the only type of people that we have that we can lean on. And we got to be better in that area. We have got to stay disciplined. We have to stay focused. We need to get consistent, and we got to lean on each other. And I think that we've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own islands, but as one of the leaders on the team, I got to do a better job of grouping people, right?
So here we are, Caitlin Clark, the face of everything the WNBA says it supports, but still can't protect, is still showing up, still scoring, and still staying humble. She's pushing through what feels like an organized hazing with the grace of a saint, the drive of a machine, and the kind of patience that only comes from next-level media training.
Sophie Cunningham, in the post-game interview, speaks on this team and the islands within the locker room. Everybody's on their own little island. We're going to get back to that real quick. Listen to what Stephanie White said in the offseason. One of her thousands of interviews that I called out. Stop doing interviews. I want some wins. One of her 1,000 million interviews during her press run in the offseason.
And somehow, she's being treated like she's the issue. It just doesn't add up. Fans love Caitlin not because of some random viral moment, but because she's a once-in-a-generation talent. She's not a diva, she's someone who quietly says, "I'm here to raise the bar," all while smiling and signing autographs.
Really interesting comments from Sophie Cunningham, and yes, you kind of have to read between the lines a little bit, but I also think it is a pretty clear admission, just without detail, of what has been going on with the Indiana Fever this season, and it is not good at all. It makes it really, really difficult for teams to put together winning performances when you have all of this going on. And no, I'm not even talking about the distraction of Caitlin Clark and her injury and other things, although that plays a part as well. But she also does make a comment that I think is important in terms of who the Indiana Fever are as a team and how that makes things more difficult as well. So I want to take a listen.
People like her because she's down to earth and genuinely kind. It's the kind of warmth you'd expect from someone raised in the Midwest, like something homemade and comforting. She's not just talented, she's a good person, and in today's sports world, that's rare.
I'm not sure Sophie meant for it to come out like that, but it's something I have suspected for a while, maybe about 4 weeks now. It's something that Jason Whitlock jumped face first, head first into the deep end the other day on, that the locker room with the Fever, and just to keep it real, I agree with him on this. I think there are some preferences in the locker room where these young ladies differ in how they handle or how their preferences in their personal lives, and the locker room is divided.
Let's talk about what's really going on behind the scenes. The Fever locker room is a mess, there's no peace, just tension. While Caitlin Clark keeps getting hit, shoved, and pushed around, the front office is busy pretending everything's fine. It's like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic while the ship sinks. Instead of building team chemistry, they're building resentment, like it's a show called Flip This Roster. This isn't just a few teammates not getting along. It's a full-blown internal war. Half the team looks like they'd rather sit on the bench than pass Clark the ball, and the rest are too busy playing politics to focus on basketball. Let's be real, this isn't player development, it's chaos. It's like giving Einstein a crayon and locking him in a preschool. Caitlin's elite skills are being wasted on teammates who'd rather shoot bad shots than give her the ball. And the only real game plan seems to be, ignore your best player, take wild shots, and let Clark smooth it over in the post-game interview.
Watching that Sophie Cunningham thing on repeat, man. That clip where she grabbed the girl and threw her down, foul. It's a hard basketball foul, probably over the top. Of course it is, but why would it not be, given the circumstances? But once she did the clinch, man, MMA fans, UFC, grappling, Muay Thai, we all know, once you seen that clinch, it was like, okay, she just ain't no regular fucking person. She knows something. She got some skills, and I guess she has like a black belt in Taekwondo or some shit like that, which is wild. And apparently she was the kicker on a high school football team.
She doesn't need to throw chairs or post shady tweets. She just needs to do what Magic Johnson once did, give the team an ultimatum, either the coach goes, or I do. Because that's where we're at now. Being quiet and polite isn't solving anything. The league is using her face to sell tickets. The front office is cashing in on all the attention. Meanwhile, she's expected to keep smiling while some of her own teammates treat her like she doesn't belong. Let's be honest, every star player hits a point where they either carry a broken system or break it to rebuild something better. What's crazy is how calm she's been through it all. Most players in her position would have spoken out by now, posted something cryptic, dropped hints on a podcast, or just aired their frustration publicly, but Caitlin, she just keeps showing up, head down, taking hits like a boxer who somehow ended up in a basketball game. Honestly, she deserves an award just for surviving the mess and still staying classy during press interviews.
What's interesting is everybody hates them for multiple reasons, but the one I want to talk about when she said about circled on the schedule that I think is important, because it's easy to look from the outside and be like, well, that shouldn't matter. And it shouldn't matter, but it does. And what I mean is we're all human, and not everybody's athletes don't. They should. They get paid to. It's a job. It's a blessing.
Let's talk about the fans for a minute. The ones spending big money on tickets, rocking her jersey, dragging their skeptical boyfriends to games, and turning the Clark effect into an economic movement. They're not just watching basketball. They're showing up because Caitlin stands for something rare: greatness with humility, fame without the attitude, and a genuine love for the game. She reminds people why they fell in love with sports in the first place, before all the drama and marketing hype, and yet, she's stuck in a situation where the very league that profits off her won't even protect her. Please, don't give us the "she's just a rookie" excuse. At some point, you stop acting like this is just another first-year player and admit she's the face of your league. She's the golden goose, and right now, you're letting her get cooked. She doesn't just need "you got this, girl" energy. She needs real, structural support, a coaching system that plays to her strengths, teammates who actually want to win, not sabotage, and a front office that remembers their job isn't just about numbers, but building a real team culture.
About taking accountability. Now, I can't say that last play with the 5-point swing. I think more so of she shouldn't have been in front of Stevens, man. She is too big. She is too big. Yeah, I get it, box out, but it was better to have Boston in her spot. Now, I did hear Stephanie White take accountability on that one. She was like, yeah, it's probably on me. I should have switched them too, made sure we had the big right there, but, you know, it just slipped her. But, yeah, I think in that instance, it should have been Boston right there. It's big on her to take the accountability, but yeah, Boston should have been there. She could take fault in it too, because it's also like you have to recognize what's going on, right?
Right now, the team chemistry is blowing up, and Caitlin Clark is the only one trying to clean up the mess. And while everyone's busy sending prayers and good vibes, let's also send a message to the league office: stop acting like none of this is happening. She's not asking for special treatment, she's asking for fairness. There's a big difference between treating someone like a star and just treating them like a human being who shouldn't have to ice her whole body after every game from getting hit like a piñata. The blueprint is there. Magic Johnson did it in LA, LeBron did it in Cleveland. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about doing what's right. The WNBA has a chance right now, a real shot to grow into something bigger, better, more mainstream. But that path runs straight through Caitlin Clark. And at the moment, they're fumbling the bag, the script, and the whole plot. She's out here playing 4D chess while the league is still stuck arguing over the rules of checkers.
So after last night, another collapse by the Indiana Fever and giving up a fourth quarter lead to lose the game, Sophie Cunningham had pretty interesting words in the post game, after the post game interview, and what she said pretty much spot on for what everybody has been thinking, or some of us have been thinking, is that there is some kind of issue in the locker room. And she put it plain and simple as we could get it. And maybe this could lead to what DeWanna Bonner left. Now, there could be some issues, there could be some players, and we already know that there's a gender out against the Indiana